College football 25 is going to be the most remarkable game we played in a long time. Probably because EA spent more than 3 months actually designing it, but that's for another time, for another day, and another story. One thing though can't deny is the fact that college football 25's road to glory mode is missing something, and it's missing a huge part of it. Look, I'm not here to be ungrateful. I'm not here to take a steaming pile of donkey crap on this beautiful, amazing game that's going to destroy relationships, job opportunities, and lives, including mine. All I'm saying is that what's the point of road to glory if there's no road, son? What's the point of grinding out in unreasonable levels of high school domination, making a 6'7" goddamn quarterback just jumping, thumping, and rumping people in high school for him to then be humbled when he goes up to the big stage at Michigan? Be humbled when he goes to that next step. I need that duality. Look, man, we're going to have to be honest. We're going to have to be real here, okay? Everything does not, it's not hate, okay? Just because we're criticizing these things and we're trying to temper some of our expectations and really just be realistic going into this game, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Look, guys, we've waited over a decade, for another college football 25 game. I'm going to tell you right now, even if it was just a Madden reskin, I would have bought it twice. I don't care. I just want to have updated graphics, updated teams, updated uniforms, and an opportunity to play college football again. Just one more time would be great. We saw that a game from 10 years lasted 10 years with a few mods. If this is the last great game they release, it's going to be fine. But when we sit down and say, like, hey, man, it was a bit of a fumble that we did not get to the high school level. And I'm really going to try to get down to the nittier and the grittier of it. But I've heard some inklings of some ideas of some issues maybe pertaining to possibly, the Nike deal and how that works out in situations like that. But in my eyes, I just don't really see how there is any real contingency with not putting high school in. What deal is needed to include high school football into the game? I'm very confused. I get you don't put the spark. I get you might not have everything. All we want to do is be able to dog wash some 5'10" kids that got algebra in the morning. That's all we want to do, dog. That's it. I want to have that feeling of being a 4-star, 5-star beast of a prospect. I'm about to say project. Beast of a prospect. Really just looking heads, shoulders, knees and toes ahead of every single other person that's out there on the field. That's empowering. That's a part of the road. That's a part of the greatness that happened with Road to Glory. And I'm not just here to compare and contrast. Look, I think college football 25, even without the mascot stuff, like without these things, is no big deal. Notice I'm not going to make a video about the mascot stuff. Look, the mascot stuff was hilarious. The mascot stuff is great. But the mascot stuff's not very necessary. It's not very needed. Like, it doesn't really make a lot of sense or add a lot of real value in my eyes when it comes to replayability. You play the mascot once or twice when you're bored. You might bring a kid over, or like your little nephew or something like that. They want to play the game. You're not gonna nano. I hope you're not like homeboy that the Ohio State quarterback. Who was that? Not Jared Stidham. I was about to say Jared Stidham. Not Jake. You know who I'm talking about. Not JT Barrett, right? Cordell Jones, either Cordell or JT Barrett, who just ran the score up on a poor kid in the hospital. I'm hoping you're not pulling one of them and you go a little easy and break out the mascot mode when you play with your little cousin. Like, that's what that's for. Your lady wants to play the game for a second. Crack that out. No big deal. Let's do side backflips in the whole 9 yards as we be mascots. And I really don't think that takes away a lot of the play. I think we can sacrifice that. But to me, I really can't. Like, I'm trying to see how, if they understood the importance, and I get it, right? It's just one season, it's just a few games. A lot of people, sim through it, XYZ. But it really, when you talk about gameplay wise, we're gonna get real nerdy. Talk about gameplay wise and like that feeling of getting into the college, right? Like, you could have a bad high school few games, you could not really pop off. You know what I'm saying? You turn them up to all Madden, You might struggle 1 or 2 and only become a 4-star. You might only become a, you know what I mean? Like you might be a 5-star, but you might not get offers from everybody. Oh, dang, midway through the season, I want to go to, you know what I mean? I want to go to USC for real. Alabama calling my name, but USC ain't calling my name. Hey, man, that's how the cookies crumble. And I like that. I liked, you know, for as much as the open world games are great and it's good to have that situation. Look, man, the reason why we like football, the reason we playing football in a football game, we like them consequences, dog. I played football growing up. Hey, man, that's all the coach going to yell at, your consequences. Like that Key and Peele sketch. Like that's it. So I like that feeling of, okay, there's real, you know what I'm saying, real outcomes to or consequences to my actions. If I stink it up, if I'm not that guy, like I think I'm that guy for real, hey, man, welcome to Coastal Carolina. Welcome to USF, right? Welcome to Rutgers. Welcome to Buffalo, buddy. Get ready to speak Buffaloian. That boys be talking about all types of stuff. Like New York. Jeez, they be talking about putting balls in a ham sandwich. Anyway, that's not the point. The point is, in the main idea that I'm trying to really get across here is that I'm not saying that this is a make or a break. I'm just saying it makes me raise eyebrows. And from what I've seen, it seems like they've more than made up for not being able to get those in with, you know, the attention to detail, with the upgraded level of gameplay, with some of the things that just kind of help you with the everyday gameplay, making things smoother, giving you more options as a player, you know, modernizing a lot of these options when it comes to customizations, and you know, I'm sure Ultimate Team might be a good time, maybe, and we'll talk about that in that'll get a whole other video, because that the Ultimate Team implications, and one of the great reasons why, not just because of high school football play, but one of the amazing things about NCAA 14 is the fact that it was right on the edge before Ultimate Team started going crazy. Like, it had Ultimate Team in there, but this was right on the edge before Ultimate Team really, it was like, okay, we going crazy now. Like, it's really, everybody needs Ultimate Team coins and mutts and this and that. Like, it went to another stage, like 2016. It got real nasty. But back then, this was, you know, this is the more foreseeable one. So I'm hoping maybe Ultimate Team's a little better. I'm hoping the gameplay is smooth. I'm hoping that they give enough positives. I'm hoping Road to Glory is actually good enough. Here from Mr. Hayes Fauquet, a guy from On3, says Road to Glory not started in high school and in college football 25 is an L. And this is quotations from the article. It says Road to Glory in CFB 25 is a 10 to 20 hour story mode with you starting in college, no high school. And I get it. They added the NIL stuff. They've added a bunch of different, you know, bells and whistles and classes. Can we be honest? I don't want to go to class, dog. I'm not sure y'all ever played Bully. That game's a goated game. I'm not going to class. I can't. But dog, I was a kid playing Bully. I was taking middle school classes and I was in 3rd grade playing Bully. I literally didn't have the mental capacity to pass these classes. And as the age that I am now, which I won't be disclosing that, but at the age that I am now, tell you what, don't have the mental capacity to do fake college work. I'm not going to be able to really put them hours in like that. I'm not sure if Road to Glory is going to be for me this year. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Not just because of the high school experience, but now you're talking about adding extra stuff. Maybe I'm just mindless. Maybe I'm just an old fogey. Maybe I'm just too much of a simpleton. But I really think this is the biggest glaring issue with college football 25. And to be honest, if that's the biggest issue we have, I think we're in for a phenomenal game. A game that's going to break all of gaming, all of sports gaming. It's going to reset a lot of things. And it's going to ultimately make EA look really stupid because of how potentially good and however see this game is. Another day for another story, for another situation. But hey, man, I appreciate you joining. I appreciate you clicking. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, man, go ahead and subscribe. Leave a like on the video if you liked it. Leave a dislike on the video if you did not like it. We're going to be doing a lot of college football 25 things moving forward for the rest of and leading up to this whole situation. And not just pertaining to, you know, news and things like that, but more so different conversations, gameplays, fun times. So I hope you lock in and, yeah, join us on this little journey, man. You be amazing. You be blessed. And we'll see you next time.